Hey guys, this is Leon with CMD Media Group. I am here with Opus Clip rep
I'm Connor Elliott,
Connor Elliott.
head of
So,
partnerships.
Connor, we are in an age of AI where people are afraid of AI video editing, how it's going to take out editors, so to speak. But how has Opus Clip revolutionized video editing for the solo creators?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, our whole thing is leveling the playing field, right? We want to lower the barriers to entry for video creators to be able to get their content out there online. And that's really what we're all about. We do have enterprise solutions like our new search tool that are designed for teams of professional editors to streamline their workflow. But our whole thing is we take the content, we chop it up for you, we find and identify the best moments. We do all of this sort of busy work, which is the boring part of editing, right? And then we take the content, you can export it to Premiere, you can use our built-in editor, and you can add all the style, all the color, all the creative that you want to it to give it sort of your own touch, your own feel as an editor, and post that. So we don't want to take away the fun parts of being an editor, we want to take away the boring parts.
Making it easier for the creators. One thing I like about Opus Clip is being able to export that XML and then take it right into DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
Such a time saver, man. So I would say, like, if you had to tell someone new about not being afraid of AI and coming over to Opus Clip to basically shorten down their production workflow time, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I mean, the number one thing is be prolific, right? Like, if you want to be a serious content creator in this world, whether you're behind the camera or in front of the camera, whatever team you're on, there's no such thing as being too prolific, right? Like, there's always that platform that you're not on. Maybe you're not on Snap, you're not on Facebook, you're not somewhere else, right? Like, let Opus Clip do all that busy work for you. Let yourself be prolific, get all your content out there. And the other thing is, like, Opus Clip is meant to be there as sort of like your experimental friend and figure out what you're going to post next, right? So like you throw your clips in there, you figure out what's in there, you see what the results look like, and you just start firing stuff up. It doesn't matter if it's on a secondary channel or if it's on a bonus Instagram channel, right? You can kind of use it as your experimental platform, even if you're a big creator, to hone down things. And like the last thing I'll say is like, a good example is we have these 13-year-old kids that use our tool called the MD Foodie Boys. I don't know if you've heard about them. They're a super viral sensation food podcast that started up about a couple of months ago. And in their first couple of months, they've already racked up 60 million impressions on short form using the Opus Clip. And the reason they started that way is their editor/manager is their like 18-year-old older brother, right? And he also doesn't really know how to do video editing, right? And so what he did is he took their long form first 2 episodes of the podcast, he threw them into Opus Clip, and he just started posting the clips. No context. They didn't have an official YouTube page yet. They just started posting the clips to their Instagram, newly created Instagram and TikTok. Boom, went to 60 million impressions just like that.
That is crazy.
We're trying to make it easy for people that normally wouldn't be able to figure out the logistics and the consistency of content creation to be able to just put out clips every day, get themselves in front of the camera, see if audiences love them, and then hone their craft from there.
Cutting down the work just to be able to create a little bit more. That is awesome. Well, another feature that I really do love about Opus Clip is it tells you which clip is hot.
Yeah.
Tells you this is 93, this is 76. It gives it like this rating profile. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah. So we have a built-in virality score. It's a little bit complicated in how it works, but basically it's not total BS. People always say that it's total BS. It's not. Basically how it works is, after working with a lot of creators, we realized that, there are sort of 4 key elements to any short, right? A short succeeding, right? The most important thing, as we all know, is the hook. Right, so hook is most important. We weight that the most heavily. After that, second is flow. Flow is, does the clip actually make sense? It makes sense in context. Value, does the clip actually providing something of value, either entertainment value, knowledge sharing, something like that. And finally, trend, which is the least important, but still is important, which is, does your clip line up with anything that is being talked about in the world today or in your community? So based on those 4, what we found are models. So we've basically built out databases for each of those. So we have a database of a ton of hooks that are all successful hooks that have been posted to social media and have worked and have been 1 in 10s for those creators, right? And we try to find, basically what our AI is doing is it's trying to match up an existing hook that's been successful with the ways that our AI cut up your content and see if there are matches. And if there are matches, it'll be like, oh, this is exactly like that other hook that did really well, and so therefore that's an A hook, right? That's basically how it works.
That is awesome.
That's the logic behind it.
So let's say there's creators who don't have the best CPUs, they don't have the best GPUs. This is online.
Yeah,
This is
it's all
something that can
web-based.
be used online, web-based. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? The lack of a need for the highest end computer.
Yeah. I mean, lightweight infrastructure was always our intention from the start. I think the most important piece of that puzzle is if you know, are somebody that is working on your mobile phone in Brazil, or if you're somebody that has the whole high tech setup, this is usable for you, right? And I think that's really really our philosophy is. Just how I started out the interview. We're all about leveling the playing field,
For
right?
sure.
So we really want to make it easy for people to access the tool. We want to make it usable, and then over time, we've built in a lot more of these heavy duty features that the pros need to be able to export and to be able to extract things. But our bread and butter is really everything is done on the cloud. Everything is lightweight. And we are working on building a mobile app later this year, finally. So we'll be
you heard it here.
fully active on mobile.
Mobile app, that is awesome. You heard it here. Well, thank you so much, Connor. I
Yeah.
really appreciate you talking
Thanks,
with us
Leon.
today. You guys, go get your Opus Clip account. Like, I don't know what you're waiting on. We're actually going to be using Opus Clip to chop up all the reels from the interviews and the walking around today. So
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if this will work, but we can try it. I don't know if we can keep that. And if you
Good
scan that, we'll try to scan it. That's 50% off for 3 months. So
50% off. That's listen. Listen. Tell them Leon sent you. Awesome, man. Nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah, nice to meet
sir.
you.